You walk into a boardroom, you set your bag down, you reach across the table to shake hands, and in that split second, they see it, your watch. And whether you like it or not, it tells people something about you before you say a single word. Now here is the thing nobody tells you. You do not need to spend $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 to wear something that commands respect. Today, I'm giving you 7 watches that look like $1 million, carry themselves in any room, and every single one comes in under $777. Let's get into it. Number 7, the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is your ticket to real Swiss heritage without the usual sticker shock. For around $675, you get a design that is pure late 70s cool with an integrated bracelet, a slim profile, and that sharp, angular case that slips easily under a cuff. Tissot's roots go back to 1853, so you're not faking it in the boardroom. The Powermatic 80 movement inside is automatic, which means it winds itself as you move, and it packs an 80-hour power reserve, so you can leave it off all weekend, and it is still ticking Monday morning. The textured tapisserie dial gives it that luxury look, and the finishing punches way above its price. Professionals have noticed, one CFO even credited the PRX with sending the right signals during an earnings call, quiet confidence, not flash. If you want your watch to look like it costs twice as much, but you are not ready to drop 4 figures, this is where the smart money starts. Number 6, the Seiko Presage Sharp Edged series is where Japanese artistry steps into the boardroom. For around $450 to $550, you are getting a dial that is anything but ordinary. It is inspired by origami, with crisp geometric patterns carved right into the metal. That is not just designed for design's sake. Each dial is crafted at Seiko's Shiojiri workshop, where artisans literally map out virtual folds before translating them onto the surface. The result is a play of light and shadow that looks like it belongs on a watch 3 times the price. Inside, you will find Seiko's in-house 4R35 automatic movement, meaning no batteries, just the motion of your wrist keeping it ticking, with a solid 41-hour power reserve. Limited runs of 2,000 pieces per reference mean you will not see this on every wrist at the office. One venture capitalist even credited his sharp edged for sparking a conversation about discipline and design thinking that helped close a $2.5 million deal. If you want your watch to quietly signal creativity and precision, this is the kind of piece that makes people look twice. Don't forget to hit like if you are into Japanese craftsmanship, and let us know in the comments if the sharp edged would make your shortlist. See you in the next one. Hamilton's Jazzmaster Viewmatic blends American heritage with Swiss precision, offering a classic dress watch that feels right at home in any boardroom. Founded in Pennsylvania in 1917, Hamilton now builds every Jazzmaster in Switzerland, combining over a century of watchmaking with modern standards. The Viewmatic's sunburst dial keeps things understated, with baton markers, a slim profile, and a discreet date window, all designed to slide easily under a cuff. Inside, the ETA-based Powermatic 80 automatic movement delivers up to 80 hours of power reserve, so it keeps ticking even if left untouched all weekend. The exhibition caseback reveals the movement at work, a detail that quietly signals appreciation for mechanical craft. One lawyer shared that a client noticed his Jazzmaster during tense negotiations and later said the watch signals respect for tradition without being flashy. That is the appeal here, confidence and restraint, all for around $595. The Jazzmaster Viewmatic stands as a reliable, suit-friendly Swiss automatic that balances old-school credibility with everyday versatility. Number 4, the Longines Master Collection Moon Phase is where you get a real taste of Swiss watchmaking prestige without the sticker shock. Longines has been crafting watches since 1832, and this model brings something you almost never see under $700. A true moon phase complication. That is a feature usually reserved for watches costing thousands. It tracks the lunar cycle with a rotating disc on the dial, offering a poetic nod to the passage of time. The L697 automatic movement based on the ETA 2892 gives you reliable Swiss mechanics and a solid 42-hour power reserve, so you are covered through the weekend even if you leave it on the dresser. Thanks to aggressive dealer markdowns and some strategic pricing moves, you can snag one for as low as $699. That is not just a technical flex, it is a conversation starter. One management consultant told Harvard Business Review that the moon phase on his Longines actually sparked a boardroom chat about long-term planning. The case is a bit thicker than some minimalist options, but it still slides under a cuff and absolutely looks like it costs double. If you want your watch to say attention to detail and old money taste without blowing your budget, this is your move. Hit, like, if you are into mechanical complications, drop your thoughts on moon phases in the comments and do not forget to subscribe for more wallet smartwatch picks. See you in the next one. Number 3, the Frederic Constant Classics Index is where minimalist Swiss luxury becomes truly accessible without sacrificing the kind of polish that turns heads at a business dinner. For around $695, you are getting a watch that is all about refined understatement. The 39mm case is slim and clean with polished steel that catches just enough light to look expensive but never flashy. Inside, the FC330 automatic movement, built on the proven ETA 2892 architecture and finished in-house, means you are getting Swiss reliability with a personal touch. That is what in-house finishing means. The brand takes a standard Swiss movement and upgrades it themselves, saving cost while adding their own flair. Frederic Constant, founded in 1988, has built its reputation on accessible luxury, and their direct-to-consumer sales model skips the middleman, so you are not paying for dealer markups. The result is more watch for your money, with a price tag that stays well under the $777 ceiling. The dial is pure business. Baton markers, crisp hands, and no-nonsense legibility. It slides under any shirt cuff and projects the kind of quiet confidence that gets noticed for the right reasons. One tech startup founder even credited the Classics Index for helping him land a Series A investment. He said the watch signaled understated confidence in the pitch meeting, and the investor's partner agreed it made him look serious, not showy. If you want elegance, you can actually afford with just enough Swiss pedigree to impress the right people. This is a watch that lets your work speak louder than your wrist. If you are into the idea of stealth wealth style, hit like. Drop your thoughts on minimalist watches in the comments and subscribe for more value-driven picks. See you in the next one. Number 2, the Middo Baroncelli signature is what you reach for when you want your watch to whisper credibility, not shout for attention. For around $650, you are looking at a Swiss-made classic that has been honing its reputation since 1918. The standout here is the Roman numeral dial. Designer Jean-Claude Leroy insisted on it, betting that nothing says dependable, quite like those bold, timeless numerals. It is a detail that quietly signals you are the kind of professional who catches the small stuff, and recruiters have noticed. One executive recruiter even admitted that candidates wearing a Baroncelli often got tagged as detail-oriented and trustworthy right out of the gate. That is the power of tradition on your wrist. Inside, you get the ETA 2824 automatic movement. Think of it as the Swiss Army knife of watch engines. It winds itself as you move and keeps ticking for 38 to 40 hours if you set it down for the weekend. That is what they call the power reserve. The case is slim and polished, sliding under any cuff without snagging. And the finishing is all business, no unnecessary flash, just clean lines and a sense of quiet authority. The Baroncelli signature sets a conservative benchmark. It is the kind of watch that earns respect in interviews, negotiations, and every boardroom you enter. If you want your wrist to say reliable for under $700, this is your move. Hit. Like, if the Roman numerals speak to you, let us know which detail sells it for you in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe for the final reveal. See you in the next one. And finally, In first place, the Tudor Black Bay 32 or 36. If you've ever wanted to wear real Rolex DNA without the 5-figure price tag, this is your move. Tudor has been Rolex's more accessible sibling since 1926, but the Black Bay 32 and 36 bring that heritage front and center for under $777 if you snag the right dealer promo or shop in the right region. That is not just clever branding. Inside, you are getting Tudor's in-house MT5601 movement, which is built on the same architecture as Rolex's legendary calibers. That means a rock-solid automatic engine, no battery, just the movement of your wrist, and a staggering 70-hour power reserve. In practical terms, you can take the watch off on Friday and it will still be ticking Monday morning, ready for the next round of meetings. The finishing punch is way above its price, brushed and polished steel, a screw-down crown, and a dial so clean it could pass for something from a Geneva boutique. The 32mm and 36mm case sizes are perfect for sliding under any shirt cuff. No awkward bulge, just pure business elegance. And because this is Tudor, you are wearing a piece of history that gets recognized by anyone who knows watches. There is even a story floating around from a venture capital partner who broke the ice at a pitch meeting just by wearing his Black Bay. The conversation turned to heritage and innovation, and that little moment helped secure a multi-million-dollar investment. You are also getting a watch that quietly holds its value. A 3 to 5% resale premium is not unheard of, thanks to Tudor's tight dealer network and Rolex adjacent cachet. So if you want the ultimate professional flex, something that signals you know quality, history, and how to play the game without blowing your budget, the Black Bay 32 or 36 is the real deal. Smash that like button if you are after affordable luxury, drop your pick in the comments, and subscribe for more value-driven watch guides. See you in the next one.